Star Trek has definitely given us some strange new worlds to explore, like the crossover between Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks. Those Old Scientists was actually a very good show, and I had my doubts about it, but I was really impressed. And speaking of strange, Klingons doing hip-hop boy band moves just is definitely right out there. And while these two episodes are pretty decent for modern-day Star Trek, we need to talk about something that, to me, is really bad.
It doesn't matter where I come from, because I am absolutely lovely, aren't I?
Doctor Who wants to cross over with Star Trek, but could it happen?
Shields! Red alert! The Forge, get us out of here the second the warp core comes back online.
Hey, what's going on out there, everyone? W.F.S. here. And yes, this is not a joke. Doctor Who, the showrunner, and Ncuti Gatwa would love to do multiple crossovers, including into the world of Star Trek. Can we just say no, bad idea? I mean, my God, the first two episodes of Doctor Who with Ncuti in charge of it lost 200,000 viewers between the first two episodes. So imagine a nightmare that Paramount would be facing with this stupid idea. Doctor Who wants to cross over with Star Trek franchise, leading fans of both franchises to ponder whether it could ever happen. Really? Are we really pondering whether this could happen or not? As the two longest-running science fiction franchises in the world, there has been various Star Trek crossovers with Doctor Who and vice versa over the years. However, outside of expanded media and cute references, Doctor Who and Star Trek have never officially crossed paths on screen, which I have to say, thank God. The way Doctor Who is these days, it is just a train wreck. Star Trek, well, Discovery to me is a train wreck, but Strange New Worlds seems to be getting its act together a little bit. But Doctor Who, my God, when you figure some of these episodes here, like the Space Babies, dear God, this train wreck of Doctor Who is just so embarrassing. An Easter egg in Doctor Who's 14th season, episode 1, heavily suggests that Starfleet and Starship Enterprise exist in the same universe as Doctor Who, Ncuti Gatwa, and Ruby Sunday. Millie Gibson. Doctor Who referenced Star Trek multiple times before, but strictly as a TV show. For example, Russell T. Davies, Billy Piper wished that the ninth Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, was more like Spock's Leonard Nimoy in Stephen Moltoff's The Empty Child. Now Doctor Who changes the game by suggesting Star Trek is real, setting up a potential crossover in the future. Hell no. No, 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 no.
I find that remark insulting.
In Doctor Who, Season 14, Episode 1, Space Babies, the Doctor takes Ruby Sunday on her first trip on the TARDIS, arriving on board a space station. As Ruby tries to wrap her head around the intricacies of the TARDIS travel, she asks if a matter transporter like in Star Trek, to which the Doctor grins and laughs and replies, "We gotta visit them one day," while the Doctor is prone to bending the truth and outright lying to wind up his companions. His statement heavily implies that Doctor Who and Star Trek share a fictional universe.
It's a fake!
Alright, the article continues by asking which timeline would Doctor Who exist in, the Kelvin or the Prime timeline? And it goes on to further say, to further emphasize the connection between Doctor Who and Star Trek and Space Babies, the costumes worn by the baby farm staff miners mirror the Starfleet uniforms worn during the Star Trek Next Generation era. Okay, now let's talk for a minute. This is supposed to mirror the Starfleet uniforms worn by the Next Generation. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Doctor Who has been going down the hill since Jodie Whittaker took control. And then even during Peter Capaldi's years, those last 2 seasons, it started tanking real bad. And what we now have is full-blown Disney just going full DEI on us. Star Trek, I think, is trying to come out of it. Disney just keeps swimming in it. I am absolutely against this whole idea. And I know that a lot of you are going to agree with me on it, and a lot of you are not going to agree with me on it. Modern day Star Trek is struggling to find itself. At the same time, Doctor Who doesn't even know who the hell it is anymore. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on this. Is this the ultimate train wreck of an idea, or do some of you out there think this is great? Drop your comments below and let me know. I really want to hear from you, my friends. Until the next time, God bless.